Hello, scholars, and welcome to session 7 of our narrative writing unit. Can you believe that we've already been writing for 6 units and this is our 7th? I can't believe it. I've been really excited to see all of the ideas that you guys are coming up with for your stories. Today, we're going to make our stories more dramatic and interesting for our readers. So session 7 today is rehearsing, storytelling, and leads. So today we're going to read through our story, pretend that we have a partner or find a partner at home to make our stories more dramatic and interesting. Yesterday, we asked you to pick the story you most want to work with. Please get that out so we can discuss today's lesson. Today we are going to learn that rehearsing your story out loud helps you come up with more ideas and helps you to add detail to your story. Storytelling is actually an art that can be and should be practiced. Just like a musician practices an instrument to improve, writers become great at storytelling by telling their stories in different ways to others to practice, add details, and get new ideas. Storytelling. So you're going to now find someone that you can tell your story to. It could be a parent, a sibling, a stuffed animal, a pet, anyone, as long as you are reading your story out loud and making it exciting. Then you're going to ask yourself, what did I do when I told the story? Did you add details? Did you have action? Was there dialogue happening? Do you think I could come up with new ideas for details by telling my story to others like I did for you? Sometimes just bouncing your ideas in front of others helps you get your ideas of something that you could add to your story. So again, today you're going to find a partner to work with at home. You're going to focus on telling your story dramatically. Make it interesting and think about places in the story where you might be able to add some details or a new twist to the story. Remember, this is a story, not a summary. Make it awesome. Go ahead and reverse. Scholars, when you get stuck, because I know that happens a lot in writing, if you or when you get stuck and you're not sure what kind of details to add, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to play your story. We're going to go back to that mental movie strategy. I want you to tell your story in your head. I want you to ask yourself what you're seeing in that moment. What are you smelling in that moment? What are you thinking and feeling in that moment? Then I want you to go back and add that to your story. Tell me what you see, what you feel, what you smell. That makes for a very interesting story. Okay, so I want to shift our focus a little bit and share with you about leads. Do you know what leads are? Leads are one great way to help our story become more dramatic and more interesting. Leads are exciting ways to start our story. There are 2 great ways to write a strong lead. There are actually more than 2 great ways, but we're going to focus on 2 great ways today. First, we're going to focus on a lead that starts with dialogue. That means that the beginning of the story is going to start with someone talking. And then we're going to write a second version of our lead. And that second version is going to start with action. So let's say, scholars, I was writing my narrative unit story on a swimming lesson. Okay, here are 2 leads that I might want to use. So again, let's say I'm writing about a swimming lesson. I could start in 2 exciting ways. Keep kicking faster, called my swim instructor, Mark. That is starting your lead with dialogue because someone is talking. Keep kicking faster, called my swim instructor, Mark. And then we could continue on with our story. Keep swimming, kicking faster, called my swim instructor, Mark. I was at swimming lessons practicing my flutter kicks. Blah, blah, blah. Finish your story. Okay. This is a great way to get our audience to be interested in our story. My second example is leading with action. So the action is me actually being in the swimming lesson already. And my action is my legs were kicking as fast as they could as I raced to the other side. I was at swimming lessons with my instructor, Mark. And then you start your story this way. These are much more exciting than starting with just boring words. What if I started my story with, one day I was at swimming lessons? Boring. That is a way worse start than keep kicking faster, called my swim instructor, Mark. Or my legs were kicking as fast as they could as I raced to the other side. Your job today is to add drama to your story and write 2 different beginnings or leads of your story, one that uses action and one that uses dialogue. Okay, so go ahead and after this slide, start a timer for 10 minutes and see if you can write for 10 whole minutes. Happy writing, friends!